Hello, hello. How are you doing today, chat? All right. Well, today I thought we'd do something a little different from what we've done the past 3 days. I thought we'd do some art. And not just normal art, but scary art. Ah, scary. How are you doing today? Let me just size my screen well. Is it Boreas? Is that how you say it? I'm doing well. Let me. There we go. Well, today is my first time trying to use Blender. Oh, glad I got it right in one. I thought it seemed like something that would be fun to experiment with. It might be a nightmare, but eventually I want to make a new background or commission one. So I thought it'd be fun if I learned Blender to do all the setting up of the scene and everything in it. So then we go. All right, so we have to select a face. It's always something I wanted to learn more about animation and 3D modeling, that is. Right, so I have the cube selected. Then we go under, from object mode, we go to edit mode. I always wished I was better at drawing. I took journalism in high school and learned a good bit about photography from that. We just did the school newspaper. We're going to want to top down view. Ooh, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, this is my fourth stream in as many days. It it's been interesting. There's been a lot more people coming around than I've been expecting. I honestly thought I'd just be doing this by myself. And then, all right, I want to get into an option that lets me. So we select our cube, and then I want an option that will let me essentially do 3D modeling where I can put in the dimensions I want for it. Oh, well, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. I've done my math right. At the current rate, I've been gaining followers of about 60% increase per stream. Within 2 months, I'll have more followers than people on Earth. I'm only mostly joking. All right. So that's where it is. Maths was always the one thing I did decently well in school. Right. The transform gives us the location. Let's change that to 10. Oh, yeah, that's also just location. Oh, don't worry about it at all. I've worked many different customer service jobs and worked with a lot of different people, so I'm used to deconstructing and figuring out what people mean pretty easily. All right, if we go into edit mode, I would like to edit this side. So I need to click select mode to a surface. And then I want to shift. I'll take that as a compliment. I've noticed even when I stream, I use my customer service voice a lot. I used to work call centers and that sort of thing. So now I need to select a face. Like this and this. And then we want to raise that by about a meter for the wainscoting. Or half a meter. And then let's pull out the little measury tool. It's about 24 meters that way. And 10 meters that way. That's bit large. But it doesn't need to be perfectly scaled, I guess. So then our next step would be making the outline for a door. We'll just use 1 meter. Hmm. Well, that's not what I intended. Edit, undo. So we need to make a 1 meter line. Then we can select it as an object. Maybe. And then we just need to freely move it. That was, I think, under B? No. Oh, gosh darn it. Oh, well, hello there. I'm guessing Boreas invited you in. Awesome. That's far too kind. Well, I've created something in my efforts. Let's delete the second. No, not like that. Edit, undo. I'm going to allow that message through, but that. I guess that fits your name. Well, if I have you two fighting like cats and dogs, I might have to turn off AutoMod because it keeps pausing your messages from going through. All right. Oh, you should say what's on your mind. However, comma, perhaps you should consider saying it in a more polite manner in future. I'm not one to be bothered by it, but I know other people might just ban you for it. Right, so that makes it all one object. Right, so then we use the extrude tool. Control Z. Well, I don't want it to extrude at an angle like that. Right, that makes the wainscoting again. Now what we'll want to do edit, undo. Then we need to make a new shape separate from the original. Then we're going to use the rotation. Set that to 0 and see. Edit. Nope. You didn't offend me. I've been called much worse. No worries. All right, so now I need to go into object mode. Oh, if you ever want to know any of the songs, you can always put in !song and it'll tell you. And on Monday, I'm going to be doing a Music Monday. If you put in !recommendation, you can put into a Google form a song you'd like me to listen to. And we'll listen to them on stream on Monday. That was kind of the point. It was supposed to be a very cozy vibe. All right, so if I click Z, well, gosh darn it. Make that match there. Yeah, I just want to extrude that directly upwards. You mentioned you did animation and whatnot. Do you have any experience in Blender? All right. So shift clicking does like that. So then if I go here and shift click, no, that still doesn't go in the direction I would like. Why does it go at that angle? Honestly, I feel like I'd have an easier time in a program like CAD. Oh, I was asking Bor if they had any specific experience in Blender, because I'm trying to extrude this straight up, but it keeps going at an angle. Ah. If I set it to X, Y, Z, then it'll always extrude in straight lines. There we go. Then I want to make these each about 1 centimeter thick. Control Z. Okay. .16. There. That gives us some depth on there, and then I need to select the top. And bring it up ever so slightly more. Right, then we need to create a new shape. Right. Click Z. Right. Then we can extrude to that. That makes a bar top then. Right. Then I need the measuring tool. About 0.3. Then we can extrude this up to matte. Oh, that's interesting. What are you going to do with this newfound power over that account? I guess we got one thing in common. If it weren't for the notepad on my computer, I would never be able to sign into anything. Well, while you're on that one, do you know if there's an option to go in and program what sizes I want? So, say I wanted it to be a 1 meter by 1 meter by 1 meter cube. Is there a place that I can go in and change it like that? Oh, if you don't know, that's no concern. I downloaded this a while back after watching another streamer doing some interesting things in Blender, and I thought today would just be a fun day to give it a try. If nothing else, I can freehand it. It doesn't need to be to scale by any means. Right then, I need to take a surface select, bring it this way. Oh, undo. How would I cut? Smooth edge slide. Well, I need to move it this way. Then shear. Because I need to leave a doorway there. Or maybe, with how I was acting earlier, then we switch to surface. And we make it less, just a little more than paper thin. And that's starting to take some kind of shape. Then we bring this over. Then we can grab the face All right. That probably would have gotten confusing after a little bit. Control Z. And then I will want a shelf running along the top there. Let's see here. I need to get a little closer to the screen. Shift A. Now we need circles. Oh, what sort of games did they work on? Oh, I see the issue. Deselect everything. Object mode. That's starting to look a bit like a room. I'll probably, once I learn a bit more about this, though, start it again from scratch. But then let's move to the side a bit. Go Shift A. And then we need a circle. I don't want a cube. Oh, so you did a bit of everything pretty much. Any particular games that you were proud to work on? Maybe if I go under edit mode, it'll let me. Right, so here, add circle. Radius of 0.3 is a foot. So let's do 0.37. Then we're going to bring it over to here. Oh, I was just asking if there are any particular games that you were proud to have worked on. Maybe there's something I might pick up. Well, that's just giving a single point. All right, so I should be done on that shape and in a new one. So if I do new collection, click that, then Shift A, make a circle. All right, so we have a circle, but it doesn't have a plane across it. So we made a circle. All right, we're going into polygons now. Oh, I keep hitting caps lock, not space. That's why I'm having such a hard time moving. What am I doing wrong? That's spin, loop, cut, bevel, insert face. Make it 3. I want to be able to see what I'm doing. All right, that didn't do anything. All that can... All right, that didn't work. Dissolve vertices. All right, well, that deleted most of them. I'm kind of confused how I would start a new object. So if I add cube and do this, it still appears under that one. Okay, then we're going to go to the cursor, select the object. All right, let's see what sculpt mode will do. That's plenty flat. Inflate. Let's quadruple the strength and see if I can actually see it happening. I feel like that moved a little. Hmm. All right. So it's safe to say I don't know what I'm doing. Let's go under sculpting. Don't save. Well, that gives you a sphere to start with. Okay. Make a big nose. Got some buggy eyes. All right. It's a monster. But if we go like this, it kind of starts taking a sort of people-y shape in the most upsetting way possible, and I don't like it. All right, we're going to delete the cube. We're going to delete light. And the camera can stay just so I have a frame of reference. Now we're going to make a new cube. All right. So now if we select this cube, we should be able to see its information because it should have dimensions. Its y is 5.095. .6. So if we change that to 8, so that's is my Wi-Fi slow? Because I'm not showing any dropped frames or anything. I think I might just be moving slow. But Captain Erica, one of my viewers, does coding stuff as well. They've finished coding recently an entire visual novel. Oh, okay. If we go to Tool, Transform, That's not it. Render, output, view layer, scene. That's all getting into making animations. Object. Location, rotation, scale. Oh. Oh, that... I wouldn't think it would take that long for any reason. Because that's basically just sending a text message. That's really weird. All right, so this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 meters by 9 meters right now. That's quite large. I'm gonna guess you live in quite the rural area. I used to have pretty bad internet myself back before I moved out. Right, so if we go into edit mode instead, right? So if I could make these 1 meter in every direction, ah, fair enough. Oh, don't let me keep you if you're supposed to be streaming or doing something. May I ask, have you been streaming for a while? Oh, be nice, computer. Long day at work? Started streaming last what? Hmm. Oh, all right. Okay, here we go. If I switch to that, go to my cursor, select 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, darn it. Okay, so I would have to do the last wall separate. Or actually, if I instead click select face, bring this. How do we tell them what? Oh, all right. I'm so used to it being older people online just from the time. Are you over in UK? I know back when I was in school, I was already working, but it's honestly better if you're not. Oh, South Africa. All right. We've made a box. Now to furnish the box. You should get good rest if you have school. All right, well, sleep well. And thank you so much for stopping by and following. I do really appreciate it. Oh, thank you for the follow as well, Toxic. Oh, I'm trying to model eventually what I want the cafe to look like. That way then I can turn over to an artist and when I'm ready to commission them and hand them this basic outline. Plus it seems like it'd be a lot of fun to learn how to use Blender. I found the background I currently have, uh, which was free to use by someone that made it online, but I found out they made it using Stable Diffusion. And although I think it's all right to use stuff like that with AI made art when you're first starting out, I do feel like it's important to commission when I can. Let's see. Starting. I'll be honest, if I had an art friend, I'd probably do the same. Well, that's far too large. And then we go to extrude. Let's clear our select and select the face again. And now that's the right height. Then we get to make a new cube on our Z axis. I want it on that elevation. All right, then we're going to select move. move it directly upwards. And we'll select extrude, select that face. All right, we're going to have to move the camera in some weird ways to try and get inside. There we go. All right, if we go then to view, right, I know there should be a way to jump to the camera. I've gotten lost. There we go. Then we get to select extrude again. And now we have to select all three of those faces I created. And then do the same over here. And then if we select like this. Oh, I see what I did wrong. Keeps wanting to move at an angle. Go to extrude, select surfaces 1, 2, and 3. Bring them inwards. We start making the inside shelf. But why does it keep wanting... Oh, it's because I'm not clicking on the circle. Okay. And then up front here, we'll also want to do the same to a lesser extent. I will probably be live around the same time tomorrow. I go live just whenever I get off work and my schedule fluctuates a bit. Thank you so much for stopping in, though. And that makes a nice little shelf there. And then we just make these a little bit thicker. Right? Who knows, maybe in future we'll be doing stuff together on collabs and whatnot. All right. Well, now my big question is, how do I cut holes? Loop cut, knife. All right. We've done some cutting. Well, it's not wanting to let me do that. So what we can do is we can Control Z backwards. Hmm. Control S. Nope. I need to just pull up another menu. I think I broke Blender. I didn't even know I could do that. That sounds kind of impressive. And I don't think this song is the vibe I want. Well, how do I get out of this? Escape? Aha! It was the escape key. All right, I don't want sculpt mode. I want to be able to erase some stuff. All right. Then I need to delete that little section there. All right. All I can think of is if I select this face here and then cut it away, but that still leaves the back of it then. Rip region. Why can't you rip the face? What about this one? Nope. We're going to take that. We're going to switch to shear. The shearing lets you twist and pull things as opposed to shearing it off. All right, then. Let's go back to trying to add circles. That circle's too big, though. Here. And then we go into cursor and we select the circle. Nope, that doesn't work. So we're going to edit, undo, edit, undo. Well, it shouldn't be that hard to make a circle. What I really need is to still figure out how I make a new object. So we have made some halfway decent progress just in getting the general outline of the bar done and the building. I would still, of course, want doors and to cut in a path there. Because I picture there being a stairwell behind the kitchen in this area that would go up to the next floor. Then there'd probably be a bathroom in this back corner here that takes up that space. And I really want to put a lot of the character VTubers and streamers I admire in the final picture. It'd be really cool if, like, out in the corner you see like Ari with the stick and the little chat mascot playing fetch. Have a couple of the V Shoujo people taking up one of the booths. Have Froggy as a little fairy on the shelf, stuck in a teacup with her Froglodites trying to help her out. We're going to go into objects mode. And then I want to add. That's my shift key going off again. Lattice amateur grease point volume text meatball. What does that do? It literally just makes a sphere. All right, the circle is now on a separate space. We'll start by moving it. And then we're going to go into edit mode. I need to find transform for it. Options, transform. Threshold 001. Well, let's transform. Options are completely different. Oh, wait. I can scale it. Control Z. There we are. And then I want to move it vertically. Boy, that's really hard to see. And then we spin around. Now, how do I make that a surface? All right, that's a full circle. Then we need to poly build spin. I need to right click new face from edges. All right. Unselect that, remove this circle. Or actually, we can just delete like that. Then we go Shift A, Mesh, Circle. Well, give me options for its size at least. I will scale it. Then we'll press F. F for face. Right click, insert face. Oh, that makes no sense whatsoever. Because I need it to be... Shift A. Those are spheres. I could do cylinders and then try... No, because I still can't retract. Why is that an option? Just a monkey. It's cute. I am perplexed, flummoxed, beamboozled even. I'll have to watch some tutorials on it. I kind of figured it'd be a little more self-explanatory like CAD. Well, there's only one way to figure it out right now, and that's to keep trying. We're under modeling. There's sculpting. Is you want room for 2 seats there, and then probably 8 seats going this way. And I think a full meter would be too much. The couch cushion, which would be... I want half of that on either side. I'm learning, just very slowly, it seems. File, save to documents, save Blender file. File, new general. All right, we're going to go as close as possible to 1 meter by 1 meter. Zero that. 0.5 that. Negative 0.5. Put it right on that corner. Gives us a good frame of reference. So X is that direction. Now it's 10. By 8. All right. That finishes that. Then we are going to click here, Shift A, Mesh Cube, Control Z, make another cube. And then this is going to be the wainscoting. So then we go to edit mode, click this. But instead, we want to select 1, 2, 3. And we need to change it to XYZ. There's our happy initial little box. Can we color this just so we get a better idea of what's going on? Oh, it has stopped responding. That's wonderful. A sign. I just wanted to change color so I can easily keep track of it. Anyway, now we'll make a fresh cube. Interesting. Okay, that's the wainscoting. Then we bring this up, and first we go in and we select this surface. And we bring it up to a similar height. Just over, I think, feels nice. Because that is cabinets and counter space, and probably an oven would be there. Oh, grab this. All right, there's that one. Oh, well, gosh darn it. It stopped capturing. I think the easiest way will be to remove it and then remake it. Okay. It managed to crash Blender. All right, then we just have to go to transform and fit to screen. Oh, Blender is really nice, and I think I'm going to keep messing with it. But honestly, there are some free CAD adjacent programs online as well. I don't know. Start with this. I think if I hold Control, Oh, it's if you hold shift. Shift A. Mesh plane. That plane is 2 meters in each direction. So if we go into scale and change the Y to 4, now we have 8 meters. And then change that to 5.5. Oh, not X. And now we have our new floor. Then we want to go into edit mode. We're going to pick extrude. And we're going to select 3 walls. Go on, put the tool, change to XYZ, Shift, Control. Control. There we go. Three, 4. All right. Then we're going to make a brand new cube. And this one we're going to make into a fridge shape. First, let's move it over here out of the way. And that cube is 2 meters on every side. So we need to make one of those sides into 1 meter. Transform. Why can't I transform it like I can the other items? Ooh. Non-Euclidean shapes are happening. Control Z. First, we want to hit scale. We're going to bring... Oh, that's move. I need scale. That sounds about right with what was happening there for a moment. Oh, Control Z. And then if I select just the 3 faces and bevel, So Bevel wants to do every face. That'll be clipping through the floor anyway. Then we go to move. We're going to move. Oh, that's not right at all. I'll be honest. Although I've seen some impressive stuff in Blender, I'm having a rough time here. I think I may need to just watch some more tutorials. Yeah, I need to watch more tutorials because I'm having a hard time because I want to go in and make things by entering dimensions, but it's not allowing that. I'm more familiar with 3D modeling, and I was thinking this would be similar. But do I want to be just a 2-hour Andy? No, I can't be just a 2-hour Andy. Oh, my model is freaking out. You know what that means, chat. It's time once again for your most favorite. Let's bring up Slay the Spire. Sorry about that. My headphones came unplugged for a moment. I just leaned on the cord a little too much. All right. And now we add back in the game capture for Slay the Spire. And then, like before, we'll transform and fit to screen. Oh, it's a little too far up. Let's bring it down. And wha-bam. I need to work on having better posture, especially while I'm streaming. If I wasn't all scrungled up with a blanket, that wouldn't have happened. Let's hit play. And let's play Silent again, since that one's my favorite. Who knows, maybe someday if we get a few more people around here, we could do a chat play Slay the Spire. One, two, three, four. Oh, hello, Keto. Yes, you're very sweet. All right, we'll take an outmaneuver. Let me see here. Oh, that's not what I meant to click. I can't hear any of the effects, though. What's going on? Hmm. Eh, one moment. Let me see if it's picking up the sound. I will do that. Let me stop the music just so I can see if I can hear anything. There's still no sound. Restart our music at least. Ooh. Start each combat with some block. Let's go. I'll take doubt for some money. We're going to throw Poison Cloud. Use Liquid Memories to throw Poison Cloud again. Then throw this to apply 2 Vulnerable. I was hoping that Legavolin would have been in 2 or 3 more fights from now. But we can't always get what we want. He is taking really large amounts of poison damage, though. You just have to do 5 points of damage. And that isn't happening this turn. Bad luck. A Paper Crane, which decreases the effect of weak on us. Ooh, do we want to sweep the leg? Let's sweep the leg. No, it's going to be a gauntlet of fights. We should heal. We got Mr. Lanab. Let's do 1,000 cuts. It's best once you have shivs up and running, just because then you're playing a lot more cards. There, we can block most of that. We're having to play too many skills, which keeps making him stronger. It will take 20 damage. If we can just do 10 damage, then we'll win this fight. Draw 3 cards every time you lose HP. Bag of Marbles. They start each fight with vulnerable. We'll take Outmaneuver since we're going to take some damage here. Right, we get to apply Weak. Then we'll extend the duration. Oh. Well, gosh darn it. I forgot Sweep the Leg gave me armor. I could have done a few more points of damage. And the Tula of Elens is rough. Yeah, this run's over, but I don't want to just abandon run because then you don't get points. We could have survived the round, but we wouldn't have survived the next. We can do one more, right? I think we can do one more. 2, 3. And see you next time. Thank you so much for coming, Panda. Let's take Terror. Gain gold, lose health. We're going to be passing through the gift shop as is. Odd as well. We'll take all out attack. We're going to take the bag of marbles. And we'll take Cloak and Dagger. That'll get us well stocked up. Give me the relic. Whenever you play 3 or less cards during your turn, draw 3 additional cards at the start of your next turn. That's not very good. Kunai. Gain dexterity every time we play at least 3 attacks. Take Bane for once we get some poison up and going. We're gonna Smith Terror to make it free. All right. They're already vulnerable, so I think it'll be best to do it this way. Now we get to throw on Terror, 6 or 7. We'll start by throwing that away, make them weaker, and then get some more blocking. I shouldn't have played the extra one so I could still get that extra draw. Gain 8 block. I get to stab. And then all out. And we'll only take 3 points of damage this time. And that finishes the fight. Every 4th question mark will be guaranteed to be a chest. The next skill is played twice. That's really good. All skills from now on will be upgraded once we pick them up. Weak might have been better served on the next turn. Oh, but vulnerable wore off. We'll play Cloak and Dagger. Play normal strike. Now coin flip. Let's go. Terror. I don't care how angry he gets. We block these. Toy Ornithopter will heal every time we use a potion now. Let's take Finisher. Accuracy is good, but we don't have any. We only have one Shiv card right now. I don't like either of those cards. We're not on a build that would take advantage of them. At least not yet. That lets us heal a little bit. And that triggers, taking them down to 24. Let's go. We gain some block. Stab. Stab. It'd be better to block more. Ooh. I swear, doubt is crippling. I guess that's kind of the point, but it's rough. Heel hook. Let's take acrobatics. Rest. That's a pretty good first turn for this early, and if I drink this, I can do it again. That's still a good amount of damage. But a 3-turn Lugavin? I'm pretty happy with that. Alchematize. It's really good since we have Toy Ornithopter. We'll get some regular healing. All right, we have Slime Friend. Terror. Weaken. Throw the poison. We've only played one. But we'll get to draw some extra cards next turn, so we should hopefully get a better combo going. Although we'll almost certainly be hit by doubt. Shit. Oh, no. We can throw 9. And turn. I think he's angry. Seems angry. Let me discard this. Oh, wow. It's no turn 1 win. But having the phase 2 start with 21 hit points each. Yeah, I think we can work that. I think we can really work that. That's probably their best split, so those two will both have 2. And if we can draw all out attack, so I was going to say all out onslaught, fight's over. We'll take in Venom. Wrist Blades really helps shivs. But so does having deal 4 additional. That's 12 additional. But that's also 12 additional and more versatile. Okay, that's looking like it's our route. Yeah, Pocket Watch is probably going to be pretty useless going forward. I don't really want to eat the damage. But I think it'll be best if I do. Damage is like your vegetables. Sometimes you have to eat it. But only sometimes. Let's go. All out attack has been helpful, so I'll take another. All right, cleric. Get rid of my regrets. Get another copy of a card. Let's take crippling. Oh, we can't afford it. I think that's all then. Hopefully we'll find another one near the end. Hmm. All right, we're into the realm of a poison build. Oh, we can take a lot of curses now without much risk. All right. Start by weakening them. Pull out Envenom. Give us another potion. What skill are we going to play? Okay, that's 60 damage. And we'll throw on an extra block. Book of Stabbing, more like Book of Mildly Inconvenient Poking. Got him. And that'll do it. 2 random skills that upgrades our blocks. Blade Dance. Now we're finally getting some shivs, which is what I was hoping for to start with. Let's make Envenom cheaper. Alchematize for a free skill. Bouncing Flask. Let's do all out attack. Now all of Bouncing Flask will go on them. Then I can throw both a Stab and a Bane. Alchematize. Throw that. Poison Stab, all out attack. It's going to be 30 damage. 6 block won't make much. That's a lot of damage. But then they'll call friends, and while they're doing that, we'll end it. Right, the Vajra. That means we get 1 strength at the start of every combat. We'll take another Cloak and Dagger. Read the funny book. It gives us a random card at the start of each combat that will cost nothing. Ooh, this is going to be rough. I don't think we'll win. They're throwing out the most damage. Well, darn, we certainly popped off there. And that's why they always seem to do the most damage. They apply vulnerable. More poison, please. These won't help us. We have 15 damage. Next turn, draw 14. I'm reading 2 things at once. Draw 2 additional cards. All right, let's go. We'll take another Bane. Now we're always guaranteed another potion. Those guys aren't surviving the next fight. Or this round, even. Okay. That was pretty good, I'd say. The little Necronomicon is quite helpful. Drink that. All right, we've won this fight. Let's see if we can take down the minions first. All right, that was pretty good. Get another. Oh, we're going to be starting with just max out hands every round now. And although we probably could have won without healing, it's best just to be safe. We don't need any of these. Poison stab. Poison, poison. Let's see what color this will get. Apotheosis to upgrade the few cards that aren't already. Pull out some shivs. Pull out some more shivs. I'll start by weakening. It's too bad I didn't have finisher on the last round. End turn. We'll take 5 points of damage, but we get that back every time we drink a potion. And I think we have one more Alchematize. Stab that one. That one's gone. Gives me back Alchematize. I can't use it at the moment. And that gives us some more block. Oh, I forgot to change our category. Give me just 1 second. How do... I think it's easier to change it in OBS, actually. So we're going to close that, and we're going to change it to Slay the Spire. Done. That should do it. Now then, back to kicking butt and taking names. It's going to be 40 whole damage. Oof. But we survived Hyper Beam this time. And it's average sized beam. Oh, looks like it's dazed. That probably usually solves most of its problems. Thousand cuts. We haven't been able to do much smithing at rest sites anyway, so that's probably for the best. All right, there's one that way and one that way. Okay, we have to go to the left for 3, 4 of them. But we can do e-tour over and get the merchant. Alchematize since it's free. 1,000 cuts is free. Cloak and Dagger. 1, 2, 3. There we are. Fairly decent first round. I don't think we need the speed potion. Noxious fumes for continual poison buildup. I'm good with this hand. Actually, the big strength potion. Deal 10 damage X times. I don't like any of those. And we should be trying to keep our deck a little more lean. It's the weirdo. One, two. So this guy's whole thing is you have to do at least as much damage as he does. And it's 11 coming towards us, but the poison knocks it down too. Okay. Alchematize. Envenom. Noxious. Strike. Pull out the shivs. I'm sorry. 31 damage each shiv is ridiculous. Draw some more cards. Discard that one. Weaken. Double tap from Bane. Then some normal strikes. I know I've seen some people go crazy and actually defeat the transient. I'm guaranteed to win this at least, though. And I'm leaving with just as many hit points as when I entered. Infinite Blades. That's probably best for us since it'll trigger every time. And I want to go to the shop. It's these guys. Let's keep Blur. All right, we'll start with Alchematize. For block, we'll drink this power potion. After image. 1,000 cuts. Noxious. Blur and defend. 28. So we'll drink this as well. And then 8, 12. Yep, that's our best one. Darkling, that's what they were called. I was thinking they were pseudopods there for a second, like in D&D. Outmaneuver. T-set. Always start with a skill. T-set will make us even stronger for boss fights. How much gold do we have? And then we'll just take some more poison. All right, we're going to start with after image. Blade Terror. One, two, three, 4. 1, 2. 14, that's 21. And there's our turn. They gain intangible for a turn, which means this turn I need to weaken them. It's too bad I didn't have Envenom, because I could have still kept stacking poison. Accuracy. Envenom. Alchematize. All right. I think we're starting to get maybe, just maybe, the littlest bit good at this game. Just a little. And let me make sure that things are working good. Looks like it is. And we have one, but it's just fun to play all the cards still. I kind of like seeing all those things going well past my health bar. More Bane. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Ooh, the Hexaghost. I was just saying last time we played that I'd never see them anymore. Let's see. I need none of these blocks. And Venom. Stank. $40 damage and some poison right off bat. That's pretty good. Terror, accuracy, more poison. Blocking 2 more is not going to make a big difference. I'd rather save and get the healing. It throws Shiv. Bane. And we'll take 2 damage this turn. Alchematize. Alchematize. That gives intangible. More poison. Bane. Stab. Do a backflip because wicked. Who needs to block when you got Bane? I'm not going to do a curse build ever, I don't think. We'll take Sucker Punch. Applying weak is very helpful. It's the man. It's our boy. We don't need blocks. Oh. Oh. All right, they're going to apply a negative effect, so we'll drink the ghost. There we go. 4. I did 200 damage. That's pretty good. That was decidedly less damage. I don't think that'll really pay any dividends if I use it this combat. Two. Okay. And then poison will finish this up. 77 poison. That's pretty toxic. Like my last relationship. Ooh, funny fan. What does that do? Gain 4 block for every 3 attacks played in a turn? Hell yeah. Ooh, and we're taking Catalyst to triple poison on an enemy. Meal ticket. Go fight another boss. Alright, this lady, she's ended previous runs of mine. Throw that on there. Double Envenom. One, 2, 3. 1, 2. Throw. Right, we'll throw a shiv. How much damage is this going to do? 11 with a random discard. There we go. That's 31 damage. That's a lot of damage. But then on this round, she's going to call for help. Then throw out Finisher. I hardly know her. That joke is terrible and I should be ashamed. More poison. That's what we're talking about. When we get a pair, which just raises our max hit points. That's pretty good. We'll take another Alchematize. These potions are really nice to have around, don't you think? I certainly do. Let's see. We'll toss these. We'll pull out Caltrops, despite the fact I don't think we'll actually end up using them. Drink this just to make space for another potion. All right. You got the thorny boy. Drink so we don't take any damage and we get some health back. That is a terrible potion and I hate it. We'll take finisher. Another giant head. All right, what are we getting rid of? Blur? No, keep blur. We're not getting rid of anything. 1, 2. Oh. All right, that might have just slightly ruined my deck. Start by throwing that. Do a backflip because wicked. Drink this potion. And we should have catalyst in there. Yep. Discard that. No non-upgraded cards, please. All right, and follow finisher by finisher. Always a devastating combo. Weaken. Triple the poison. And then punch him in the face. That's 122 points of poison. Shovel, regen. Poison knife. All right, that's just a normal enemy. I was thinking Spire Growth was a boss for some reason. All right, new... Oh, Envenom. Cloak and Dagger. Throw some shivs. Infinite Blades. More shivs. Drink this potion. throw that knife, this knife, this knife, and then just do a lot of stabbing. Just an egregious amount of it. We'll take another outmaneuver. Let's just lose the max HP. We're already above our normal max. Then we'll dig. Preserved insect. Would have been nice earlier. All right, time, wizard man. Whenever you play 12 cards, end your turn and gains 2 strength. Drink that. 3, 4, 5. I don't like any of these, but we'll do that one. We'll take a slight risk. You know, I'm trying to think that there's a reason this guy doesn't get much company up here. Outmaneuver, defend, shiv. And we just doubled up on that. We tripled it and then tripled it again. Does that exhaust? It does. $10, $11, $12. We'll only take 6 damage, and they'll receive a few points of damage in retaliation. Alchematize. We just need to last 2. Oh no. Time Wizard did Time Wizard things. Acrobatics. I think it's too late to play in Venom. Two, 3. We got this. We got this. I'm sure we can do it. Hell yeah. Oh, it's because we haven't played through with Little Robot Friend on this file yet. But that was a very successful run. And I think it might be a good spot to call it. What do you think? I think we should look for somebody to raid into. Do any of you have any preferences? Let's see here. Let's see. Based off people I'm following, we raided DK yesterday. There's Miss Kilobyte. What about Froggy? I don't think I've rated Froggy yet. I'm thinking we go with Blender Raid. What do you think? Oh, Froggy is not accepting raids right now. Understandable, understandable. She's doing a collab and subathon and stuff. If that's the case, we could raid into DK. And we can do DK raid to Electric Boogaloo. Does that sound like a fun raid message for chat? Okay, let's stop the music and let's switch pages and go straight into this raid starting now.